Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to you, all the students and the viewers. You are most welcome to our online class. Today I am going to start a video class for the students of class 11 and 12 and especially for the HSC examinee. Today's topic is modifier. First you have to know what is modifier. Actually, you know, modifier is a word or phrase that modifies or qualifies the keyword or head word in a phrase. Actually, modifier makes the meaning of the head word or keyword more clear and more sensible. My dear students, first you should look at the example. I draw a table. You know, first determiner, second one is adjective, and third one is noun. Actually, the first word is family. Family is a noun, and if we add something before family, it will give an extra information about the family. Suppose we can write down a word O. Look at. Family is a word which means only family. But when we add O before the word family, the word O gives an extra information about the family. With the help of the word O, now we understand that the family is not only family, the family is also poor. So, the word poor gives an extra information, that is the condition of family. So now poor is a pre-modifier of the noun family. Dear students, one thing you should remember, a modifier also can be the modifier of another modifier. Look, if you write down a word very, now very poor family. Actually, poor is a modifier of family, and now very is also a modifier, but very is a modifier of poor, because very means here increases the degree of poor. How much poor? The family is the family. The family is very poor. So here family is also a modifier of poor. We know poor is an adjective and it is a modifier of the noun family, and here family is the keyword or head word of this phrase. But what is very? Here very is called intensifier, because very intensifies the O. Very intensifies the degree of O. Dear students, we should follow another example. The second word is book. Here book is also a noun, but now book means only book and nothing more. But if we add something before book, especially adjective, the word will increase or gives an extra information about the book. We can write down new. So, new book. When we write down only book, book means only book and nothing more. But now, new book. This word, the word new, now gives an extra information about book, and that is the quality of the book. What kind of book? New book. Old book or new book? So now it is clear to us that the book is not only book but it is also new. So now new is a modifier of book and it is called pre-modifier, as new is placed before the noun book. We can add something before new. That is called determiner. A. Actually, now this phrase is a new book. We add another word that is called a, and a, you know, my dear students, you know, a is an article and its another name is determiner. Its another name is determiner. So, when we add a before book, the word a expresses or gives an explanation, and that is the number of book. When we write down book, we don't understand the number of books, but when we add the word a before book, we come to understand the number of books. So it is an extra information about the word book. So it is also a modifier. More than one modifier can be placed before a noun. We can follow another word, that is shirt. Shirt is also a noun, and in the same way we can also add another adjective, that is white. White shirt. When we write down only shirt, we don't know the color of shirt, but when we add white, now we come to know the color of the shirt. So it is also an extra information of the noun shirt. So it is also a modifier of the noun shirt. In the same way, we can follow another example, dog. You know dog. Now dog means dog, but we don't know anything about dog. But if we add now a word sleeping, you know, sleeping. This is called a present participle and it acts as an adjective. Sleeping dog. This word also gives an extra information about the word dog, because this expresses the position of dog. Now, in which position the dog is? The dog is in sleeping. The dog is sleeping. So, sleeping dog. So, this is also an extra information about the word dog. So, it is also called a modifier. In the same way, we can write another word before person, that is called modifier, illiterate. Illiterate. Look at the word illiterate. This is a negative quality of the person. Illiterate persons. By the word illiterate, we understand that the person is not only persons. By the word illiterate, we understand the negative quality of the persons. So this is also called a modifier. My dear students, you should follow. By this time, I write down some adjectives before the nouns, and all the adjectives are pre-modifiers of the nouns. But you know that determiner is also a modifier of noun, and the first one is article. Actually, is only article the modifier of determiner? No, there are many kinds of determiners. First one is article. You know, possessive. My. If we add a word my white shirt. Now this word my expresses the honor or belongings with the speaker, belonging to the speaker. So whose shirt? My shirt. So this is also another information or extra information about the word shirt. So this is also called a modifier. Sleeping. We can add that. This is called demonstrative. You know, this is called demonstrative. Demonstrative. This, that, these, those, such, etc. These are called demonstratives. So here that is also a modifier, because that expresses the demonstration of the word dog. So it is also an extra information about the word dog. Which dog? That dog. Which dog? That sleeping dog. So that and sleeping, both these are pre-modifier of the word dog. We can add another determiner before the word illiterate, some. You know, some is also a determiner. It is called indefinite, and its another name is quantifier. You know, illiterate persons. But how many illiterate persons? We don't know. When we add some, we understand that the quantity of the persons, illiterate persons, by the word some. So now some is also a pre-modifier or modifier of the word persons. My dear viewers and students, how do you know? By our discussion in this time. Look, we know in a phrase, most of the phrase has a keyword or head word. Actually, this is a structure of noun phrase. So here all the nouns are head words of the phrase, and a head word has two modifiers. One is pre-modifier, another is called post-modifier. If the modifier is placed before the head word, this is called pre-modifier, and if the modifier is placed after the word head word, this is called post-modifier. So here we find two types of pre-modifiers before the head word noun. The first one is determiners and the second one is adjective, and all these pre-modifiers gives an extra information about the head word. Actually, what parts of species are modified by the modifiers? Actually, we find modifiers not only of noun, we can find modifier of verb, modifier of adjective, modifier of adverb, etc. But in most cases, we find modifier in the case of noun. So in our next class we will discuss the details of modifiers of noun and the use of modifiers of noun that is set in the question paper. Okay, so all the students and viewers are requested to follow my next class. Thank you for watching my video.